morning everyone, it's Rachel here and we are doing Roxy's weekly challenge. So by the time this video goes up, I will not be here, I will be in Australia. So I am pre-recording all of those videos. Right, so I've got my garbage basket here. Today what we're going to do is revisit the idea that I did in my first week of Roxy's weekly challenge. But instead of using the time cards or the whatever cards that you have, I don't know if I have, oh here, I have one here. So these, we use these cards and the yellow ones. We're going to use book pages. So you can get this a slightly different look using the book pages. I don't need that. I'm just going to move my scraps over here. And that way I can get to my ephemera holder. So what I wanted to say was that I'm often asked, can I show how to make these? I have last year, and the links, all for the big ones or the little ones or both, I can't remember which, same process. They are in the description box. I have a list of useful videos in the description box, and so I'm just going to grab a bit of ephemera. I think I used most of the stuff I pulled out for the last one. Yeah, I have the links in the description box. So because it is a useful thing to make, and they are really great. And the idea for the smaller ones I saw Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventures, and the big ones I saw at Wynette's Crafty Corner. And as I say this, I think Wynette will be with me in Australia. I'm not sure what date this one's going to go up, but she is coming out, so I'm super excited to see her. Well, I will be seeing her probably when this goes up. So just pulling out a few. I won't pull out too much because I do tend to exaggerate. Let's try even something that's got a sort of bit of pattern on it. Maybe that one and that one. Let's see how we go with that. And I think that'll be enough for today. So then you need some old book pages. So I've got some old rag pages here. Obviously, if you don't have those, any old book pages will do. You probably don't. I want to make like a decent sized tag. So these pages are 4.5 by 7. So I'll grab a couple of those. Maybe I'll grab a few different ones. I know they're all the same. That one's a bit smaller. This is borderline. I don't know whether that one's rag paper. I don't think so. But anyway, I probably wouldn't use that one. I might hinge that and put that into a journal. Same with that. Oh, it looks like we're going to be using a few of the same. And then this is not rag paper. This is just old 1800s paper. And this one is about the same size. 7.5 by 4.5 again. So I think that'll probably be enough. I won't use those. That's really thick, and I won't use that. That's a bit smaller. So I'll just tuck those back in my basket here under my table, and we will get cracking. So the first thing that I'm going to do on all of them, we're going to do a bit of mass production here and just fold. I like to fold them over because I don't want to rip any bits off. Keeping it all. Fold them over. Just a little bit on each side, and I might do it sort of not quite to the writing, so I'll show in a sec. Look, like so. Oh, I could do a bit more. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're not the same. And that one. So this is where it's going to be covered anyway, so I'm not going to worry about too much which side I'm using. Don't want any chunky bits of glue or anything like that, so just make sure you take those off. And I'm just folding them to widths that I think I might like. Might fold that one over a bit further because it's short there. As I said, doesn't really matter which side because they're going to be covered a bit. Okay, so then we've got to grab our glue paper and very quickly, as quick as possible, run our glue down the sides and, whoops, stick it down. Run your fingers down there here. So I sort of started over here and then slowly worked my way across the blue book page. So I should get 2 or 3 done on one. So how is everyone? I'm just getting right into business, down to business, aren't I? I hope you're all well. We just have the status quo grey weather here. That one. And they don't need any reinforcing because we're going to glue some writing paper on the reverse side, which is this side. And we're also going to be doing a bit on the front. So then they do end up being stiff enough, rigid, you know, rigid enough. So I can't quite do more there, but what I will do is just fold it like this and I'll get my last 2 done, I hope. Okay, this one. Oh, you know what I should do? I should do these. Well, I'll do some with flowers, but we should do a couple with Easter as well because we're getting near Easter. So I'll get rid of that page. That's sticky enough. Okay. So next I'm going to grab some papers to, sure I've got them all. I think I turned one upside down. No, I didn't. I'm going to grab some papers to put on the back. So I've got some of my collage paper here. Let me just see quickly. There's a bit more. And some plain. Now I only want ones that can fit. This is just from old books, and that I might put that like that. That's a good one. So let's just fold it and I'll tear that. That'll tear easily. So I'll put that one on there. I'm just going to prepare them all, and then do I have any wider ones? No. Oh gosh, I seem to have folded them all fairly similar. I think I might just glue that on there and leave it fluffing over the side. And here, let's see. No, I don't like the look of that. I'll do it this way. I'm going to get my ruler and just tear it. And then, oh, I've got to tear that bit off. Put that in my scrap box and tear. Okay, you can see how you can go just a tiny bit faster if you do all the same process. If you're making multiples, do all the same process at the same time, you know, all together. One. Oh, I've got some more here. It's not quite right. I might get 2 out of this one. So let's just, if I'm going to tear 2, what I'm going to do is just fold that up and tear that off, because that's a more useful piece than if I were to tear down that way and then have 2 smaller bits. What they need to be bashing upstairs is beyond me. They continually bash. That one, and then we'll put that one on there. Oh, I like that. And then we've got one more to do. Oh, I wish I had more. Let's do this one with the old paper. Oh, and that's going to be perfect. Fold it over. Don't throw those, you know, those first pages, even in more modern books, the plain pages, I never throw those out. They are fabulous for the reverse side of things. Okay, so now we can glue those. Let's grab, I've got some used glue papers here. I just made a whole lot of collage boards, so I'm just going to glue on these until I can glue no more, and then turf them. I just can't collect all of my glue papers, because sometimes, you know, gluing something like this, it gets sticky straight away. So then I have to put it aside and let it dry before I can glue further on it. Or otherwise I just use it once, and then imagine how many I would end up having. I'm doing videos most days, so I do glue a lot. Okay, it doesn't even matter if it overhangs a little bit because it's neutral, so I kind of like that. So I'll put that up there. We'll do this one. See, I'm just going to, these have all been glued on once, but I'll glue on them at least 5 or 6 times, if not more. Depends how, they do tend to start being permanently sticky. Like it dries, but I don't know, it seems to be, they seem to be permanently sticky. It's a little bit cold today. I feel a bit cold, and I think my glue is feeling cold as well. It doesn't want to glue. It doesn't want to slide along. It's that one. And see, now they're instantly starting to take on some, you know, strength. Let's try and glue in the center. See, it doesn't want to, it's a bit hard because it's, complaining about mush glue. Now I've got hard glue because it's cold. So. That one. Oh, well, that's sticky. Sticking to my fingers. And I do like, because I like to use glue stick, I do like to make sure I put enough on. I quite often don't get it on the edges, as you know, but I try my best. Okay, that was some vigorous gluing. And then this one. So of course this makes it more accessible, the project that we did in week 1, to anyone who doesn't have time cards or counting cards or those sorts of things. Oh, excuse me. Or repair watch cards, or one of mine was a repair card actually. Excuse me. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm just going to clean my fingers off because they're a bit sticky. I'm going to close my glue for a minute because now I need to prepare my ephemera bits. And I think I may use my cutter. And just quickly, I might, some of those more wrinkly edged ones, I might do those with the ruler. So sometimes I like the straight look, sometimes I like the torn look. I know that's already off, I just want to make it a little bit straighter. Oh, that one I'm going to tear. These ones are already fairly straight. and just that one I'm going to tear with this. I might not even use this one, but I mean, it's still fairly straight, but you can, it's just not like a clean cut edge like the cutter does. Okay, hopefully I pulled out enough. So let's have a look here and see. I think I might like put that one on there. So I'm just going to put them there and fold over, ready to go. So that's that one. Let's see which type of paper I'd like. There's 3 different types here. There, that one, that one. Oh, and I am a lefty. I do tend to put things to the left. It's that one. That'll be nice there. It's a bit, I don't want to cover all of my writing space. So what I need to do with this one is I'm just going to take a bit off, so it's not quite so wide. I probably don't actually need to fold them because I'm going to glue them and then wrap them around. So let's just see this one. Which do I, oh, I've got 3. Oh, I quite like that on there. I know it's beige on beige, but I quite like that. So I'm not going to fold it. I changed my mind. Now let's audition. I think I like that on there, and I think I like that one. Okay, done. So now we need to go to the glue book. I've got a few more flying around glue book pages here. We'll use those until I can use them. No, oh, that one's one I've already cut up. I've been making, you know, reinforcing tags and stuff. So that one can just, I'll chuck that over there. Now you could snip the corners of these if you want to do that. I didn't on this one because I'm going to put something else on these. So I'm just going to sort of a bit more than 2/3 maybe. Maybe even a bit. Actually, I would think I might like it. Oh dear. I think I might like it a bit more, a bit further over. I don't want to cover my writing too much. I think I've probably just stuck it down in the same spot. Yeah, that's good. So you get that nice effect on that side, and you can still see the book page. Okay, right. That's sticky. Let's fold it over and glue this one. I'm going to do the center first. Oh, big lump. That's a shocking lump. Nearly made a hole in my printable. Okay. Okay, and that is gluing on here. Now I actually like it. This one, there's a bit of an edge there, like a, you know, a plain edge. So I kind of like this being on this side and covering that up and having the writing on that side. So yeah, maybe notice that sort of thing if you need to. Cool. And I need some more. So I did have, when I was doing the week 1 video, I think it was on that video, a person had commented that they liked the project. They preferred to use real things in inverted commas, in the sense that, like when I was with the flowers, they preferred, not real flowers, obviously, but real images as in from books. And that's, I understand that, and I think a lot of us would love to have that opportunity. However, it does, like, especially for me, that becomes a very expensive enterprise. I do have books that sometimes I use the flowers out of, but I tend to hoard them, keep them there. But it is expensive. Like if you are producing a lot and then you have to keep buying, and you have to find them, and some of those vintage books with the flower illustrations have become incredibly expensive because they've cottoned on the sellers that, you know, crafty people or creative people are wanting to use them, and so they've put the prices up because there's a lot of demand for them. And so yeah, I find I just stopped worrying about that. That was one of the myths for me with this sort of activity, making ephemera and journals and things, was that I had to have the vintage books, and I went bonkers buying them all and trying to find them and at a good price. But in reality, you know, you use them. I would have used them all by now if I didn't have digitals. So digitals do serve their purpose in the sense that you're less likely to hoard, although sometimes I even hoard my digitals, which is ridiculous. You're less likely to hoard, and you can use the same flower multiple times. And it's less expensive because you buy, you know, you pay whatever for the digital, and then you have it forever and you can print it out. It's only as costly as purchasing it and then your paper and ink. And now there's so many programs with all the different companies. With the HP Insta Ink, and so really it's the cost is, you know, minimal because they just send you pay a monthly fee, which is much less than what the ink costs, and then just get sent the inks out as you need them, so you don't end up with, you know, 50 of one color. Maybe use yellow and black, I think, are the ones that I use the most in my printer. And so yeah, it's being in the HP thing is really good. So my next job is, that's my little thing. Now my next job is to find some flowers. So we'll do 3 with flowers, and then I'll pause the video and hop up and grab some, and I may have to go to the other flowers that I haven't cut up yet, because look, this is becoming very bare. Although I do think I quite like that color with that one, and I'll also be cutting that out, so that will I'll be able to see that better. Here I could very well like, although that's quite a tall one though, isn't it? I do like that though. Don't feel like cutting that one out right now. Oh, I love this one. This one's going to go somewhere. I went from hardly having used it, now I use it all the time. I might put that one on there. I'm just liking the colors. So I'm just going to select, that one needs to go on a bigger one, I think. One of these, I think it might do well on that one. Okay, so now I'm going to just pause the video and see what I have in my Easter stuff. Okay, so I've got my little pouch here of some fussy cuts left over from last year. Oh my gosh, and I haven't even pulled this out yet. Oh, this is exciting. I just want to see what I might like to use. I have a few things already cut out too. Oh, I think that is gorgeous on there. So we're going to do some Easter. Oh, so exciting. We just finished Christmas. Well, it is for me. We just finished Christmas because I quite like that. Because as I said, I'm pre-recording due to the fact that I won't be here. Don't want any of the, I want bigger ones. Taller ones is what I want. So these were printed on, they're not as intense color-wise, those two, because I printed them on the 120 GSM paper, and it wasn't, I quite like that. It wasn't, what's it called? Oh, I love her. This one I'm going to use. It wasn't my regular cardstock, so not cardstock, paper. My regular paper. Oh, and I need to use those. I hope I've got a few of those there, otherwise I'll have to hop up again. Yeah, okay. Oh, that one's bigger. That was a good one too. But anyway, oh, now I want to make more. Okay, so let's just glue down the Easter ones because they're ready to go. And then they need a label. Oh, I didn't have much left in this one, but I might have enough. No, it's going to rip it. It's done. It's a goner. I mean, there are so many things you can do with the lovely book pages, isn't there? apart from, you know, putting them into a journal as a page. I think maybe one day I need to sort of have a sit down and to think as to all the different things that I make with the book pages, with these nice ones, I mean. And then of course I do probably 2-3 things with these ones. Yeah, probably do. Sometimes I use them as the base for tags and things if I want them to be a bit stronger. I might use them as a base for a pocket, like cut it in half, fold the top down and use that as the base. I also like to sort of slot them in between. If I've got a piece of ephemera, just say this was a piece of ephemera, I like to glue it on and have a little border around it, and just so I've got 2 tones. I like that look. I love these. I'm so excited. So, and then what else do I do with them? Oh, I do the collage on them. So I do the collage just singularly, or I do collage, and I do the collage with pattern papers or plain papers when I get a lot of those. Or otherwise I do the Carol Laws collage, where you just lay them all out and you do them all in a row. So you get a nice big long roll of collage papers. I'm going to chop his ear off, guys. Don't freak out. Cute. Right, I said this is the start of Easter, but see, this is my first pre-recorded video, guys. Just let's be transparent. I may have decided to start Easter, probably started in February. I'm in January now because I'm getting organized, because I realize that I'll be leaving very soon. So this may not be the first Easter video. I may have already done something else in February as well. No, it's not September yet. Oh my gosh, I'd flop on the floor if it was already September. We only just started. And of course, if you don't celebrate Easter, there are, you know, sometimes I put just cute bunnies on because they're just cute. So they could be lovely. There are obviously not the things that say Happy Easter, or hold Easter eggs, but there are, you know, you can put bunnies and flowers and stuff. You can follow along and do that sort of thing, and do springtime stuff. There we go, got in there, and then I just need to pop up in here and cut that out. There we go. So I'm going to glue that. That's a very sticky piece of paper there. Just get that out of the way, let it dry. So going back to the glue book pages, if I've glued on them many times, I don't use them too much for anything, because they start to get a build-up of glue and are really textural and lumpy. So those just get glued on until I glue no more. So that's going to pop on there. But they're not quite finished yet. There's a couple of more things to do. But I am liking those. Love the colours in this. I'm not one for too much purple. I do like it, but I just find it a little bit more, it's not my colour palette. Like it's little, I find it probably because it's not my colour palette, a little bit harder to use, but I do love these flowers and I've been using them a lot lately. Not the best cutting in the world. Oh, there's a chunky bit. And just this little bit down here. Oh, I had my basket right there to be gathering things. I should have been using that. I should do many things. And I'm going to put it to the side. Oh, I love that. You so do. I've got one more. Now do the inside bits first because it just makes your life easier. Gives you more to hold on to. Oh, let's get the basket over. Silliness. So at Christmas, I did relax a little bit too much. I mentioned that I probably should have been doing a bit more preparatory sort of stuff. But I did allow myself, I mentioned in a video, and it will be a while back when this video goes up, that I allowed myself just to watch videos and sit and create things as I felt inspired. So I do have a few, which I probably will have exhausted by the time it's March, but I do have a few things up my sleeve for Roxy's weekly challenge. So hopefully they last me. I don't know how many I have. They might last me a couple of months. It was really enjoyable, and I can't wait to make them with you guys. Okay, so that's a bit sticky. And I'm going to again put it off. Now I'm going to put it just in. I'm actually going to center it a bit more. It does cover it up a bit, but I still like it. And now we're going to choose labels. So let me find, I think I might like even to use, so I think I'll glue the labels as I glow, as I go. Sorry guys. I'm glowing as well. Yes, I am. Oh, maybe this. No, not that color. Oh, I quite like that one. So I'm going to do them as I go. So these are from Shabby Dabby Doodah. The lovely Tina. She has some lovely labels as well. I don't think you can never have enough labels. That's just my humble opinion. You can't have enough. And put it there. Oh, I love it. And do a wrap around because this is a long one. Yep, that makes me happy. So that's why I didn't put my flower all the way over to that side. Very good. Still another step to do on them, of course. They're not quite finished. I'm thinking I might like a red one on that one. This is why I'm just going to choose them and stick them down. Now the reason why I don't cut the labels out right away is just because on those sheets of labels there are so many and it just takes forever. So I just cut them out like that and then put them in and then do it as it's less painful to me to cut them out as I use them. Great. Now this one here. I know that one looks nice with this color. Well, actually I like that. But I might prefer this because I did use that on my sample one. Yeah, I prefer that. So let's just put that one back. It was. Use my I like my big scissors because I can cut longer things out better than the little ones. It's like one, you know, just get further along on the piece. Yeah, I'm going to have that sort of going over onto the book page. Absolutely love these. These are one of my new favorites. Now, the Easter ones. I was thinking for those, I might like, if I've got some, I saw one here, but it was a bit small. I might like my swishy Easter ones. There's none in here. There was just happened to be one. So, but I do have some in here that might work. Depends on the cut. Some of these might, oh, here they are. Here's some of them. So I'm just thinking some of these are going to be good, not that one. Quite like that one. Let's see what else I have. They're thicker ones. I've printed on thicker paper. Oh, that's pretty, because I'll get the flowers on that side. So I'll keep those two out. Let's see if we can find a home for those two. Oh, and that's, oh no, here's some smaller ones. These are not the Easter ones, but they'll work just fine because they're botanical. I'll just try a few of those as well. You know me, I've got to audition, so let's just cut them out. They're not hard to cut out. They seem like they're hard, but they're not. You just go, pull the paper around, and I go from point to point and snip it off. Grab the basket. So I'm hardly moving my scissors. And I don't cut them out perfectly. I don't worry about it, and snip it off. And off we go. Next. I actually find them very relaxing to cut out. See, I cut, you know, I cut right into it. Doesn't really matter. You don't notice it once it's done. And again, I like the big scissors for this. I think these ones might be too small, but we'll see. It's definitely easier if you snip it off at the point. I didn't do that on the previous one, on that bit there. One more. Oh my goodness, I'm sort of feeling like I need to make an ephemera holder for my Easter stuff now. I think I will. I've got a lot of fussy cuts, and I don't like keeping them in the pouch. You've got to rifle through and find them. Yep, I feel that's coming. Oh gosh, I don't really have time, do I? Do I have time? Okay, let's audition. Let's lay them out and audition. Excuse me. Excuse me. Right. I mean, they're okay. I think I prefer the big ones. Yep, that one's going to go on there. Oh, I don't even mind them going right across. No, I need to, I've got that off center, you see. And let me see here. I think I like that one on there, and I just need to find one more for the other one. Although I do also have these labels that Steffi did that were Easter ones. I might use one of these. Just a minute. Let's see, that might be too big. Got a smaller one here. No, not that one. That's gorgeous. I'm going to use that one. Okay, good. Right, so let's get gluing. Got a huge pile of blue papers over there, huge. I think I'm going to have the green. And that has to go over here. I'm going to slide it down a bit because you'll see why in a minute. And then just wrap that around. I love the look of it on the other side as well. Okay, this one's printed on a not HP paper and it's very pale. Just doesn't, or I might have printed it even on the Epson. Doesn't print as well as the HP. One's there, love that. And then this one, I'm having the little chick go around to the back. And that, like so. There we go, look at that. Cute. Okay, next job, we're nearly done. Got stickiness all over my fingers. Okay, I'm going to use the European 4.0 punch that looks like a swing tag. I don't know what it's called in English. It's called Foro Europeo in Italian. I don't know what it's called in English. I'm going to snip my corners, all of them. Let's go ahead and do all of that. You'll see how cool they look in a minute. And I will show you my sample. It's fairly similar to one of the ones that we've done, except I put a different background on it. So you can see it's very similar to the time card ones or the what cards, guest checks, whatever you use, ledger paper. Some people were going to use ledger paper. It's just with book page. If you have the opportunity to have a rag paper, it's just wonderful texture and lovely colour and font on those. If you don't, just use some modern paper that you like. So now I'm just going to put this in the centre, kind of. And look at that. I love them. How gorgeous are they? Definitely a fave. I just sort of eyeball with how much I've got hanging over the edge. You can probably actually see better than me because you're on top of me, you know, above me. Okay, and that is my little project for this week. And I love it. And I'm going to put one in my Hoardy book. I'll probably put one of the florals. I might put my sample. This was my sample. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that behind it too. I put a piece of, that was one of the French chateaus. It was one of the journal page, recent ones that we did, the journal pages that had more writable sort of area. So super pretty. And then we've got that one. So we're already starting to get a little bit of Easter happening here. How exciting. Really cute. Oh, I didn't show you the reverse side of these. And they're lovely. Just love them. So I hope you enjoyed that. Have a wonderful day, and I will be back again sometime soon. Bye.